Society Foundation, who will present the Bob Kohler VOCAL for Justice Award. Then, after he gave back to a long-time voting supporter who is also a Stonewall veteran to asha.
When Jeremy asked me to introduce Asha for this, I said yes, of course, and I got all excited. And then I realized that how do you introduce somebody who everyone knows already? I tossed and turned. I actually woke up literally in the middle of the night, and I figured out how I'm going to do this. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to introduce her with a question. The question is, what do you want in a fairy godmother? And so I'm going to tell you what I want. What I want in a fairy godmother is I want her to be kind. And that's Asha all over, right? All of us who know Asha, we know that. You want her to be smart. Because when she's waving that magic wand around, you don't want a fool doing it, right? You want her to believe in you. As she believed in Vocal, as she believes in many other organizations. I'm on their grants committee, and you wouldn't believe when she believes in an organization, you believe the way she defends an organization. And you want her to be cool. Asha's cool. And I don't remember where I met Asha for the first time. I don't remember when I met Asha for the first time, but I remember when I met Asha for the first time. And I thought to myself, this person is kind. She's cool, she's smart, and just looking at her, looking at me, she believes in me. So Asha is awesome. Here's Asha.
So I'm going to take it back where it started for me. Because although I'd always been concerned about my community and I'd been somewhat politically aware and wanted to do what I could to create what Audre Lorde called a livable future.
Yes.
I didn't know my little way in, what role I should play. But that changed when I was elected student government president at Hunter College of the city of New York and was tossed headlong into a protest that was citywide and so large in size it hadn't been seen in this city for a generation. 200,000 kids in the street. And they said, speak for us. But we were deeply concerned that the increase in tuition would not only close out educational opportunities for so many students, but also, and worse, that funds meant to undergird our friends, our fellow classmates, were being siphoned off into creating a prison system for those who deserved an education, deserved an opportunity to fly face first into their dreams. Our position was that for a century the City University could be free through the Great Depression, 2 great wars, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, when the tuition from the school was white, then it could be at least accessible when the students were black. That's what we said.
I know that's right.
So it was in a union hall, which is why this was so moving to me, Ethan, that I made my first attempt to raise money for the students who were holed up in the buildings. And you know, we lost that battle and tuition was raised, but we won something far more important to me. We won consciousness.
All right.
We won the consciousness of men, women, gay, straight, transgender, young and old, black and white, drug using and not, Latino, from New York to California. We won all that. When we lost that battle, we came back because we had consciousness. And we called our resistance critical. And we made the drug war as the fuel for that vulgar system of captivity, community disruption, and human degradation. So across 25 years, 2 marriages, a whole lot of words committed to the page, many of which I hope you never read, some of which matter. Across the great blessing to be part of a number of organizations, including the Drug Policy Alliance, which has enabled me to support big organizations and small ones, to report on people who refuse to be turned around or turned away. Across years that saw the death of one friend at 47 years old who brought me into this movement because stigma was bigger than our collective American determination to see him survive. Michael Blaine, may he rest. And across the loss of my own stepson to the prisons and the drug war. and 14 years as of Monday building a joyous life with my beautiful daughter Nisa, who is poised to take up a torch lit long ago by somebody, I promise you, who was probably your age, centuries ago. I believed then, as a student in a union hall 25 years ago this month, what I believe now. The people united will never be defeated.
All right.
I believe that because the Rockefeller drug laws have been dismantled and vocal was in the mix.
All right.
I believe that because from the heart of the humble, from the warehouses of prisons to the offices of the White House, our system of punishment is being looked at and called out for the catastrophic moral failure that it is, and vocals helped us carry that message. I believe that because from across the nation are passing up good sale laws demanding that people will not be written off simply because they use a drug. Vocal has been a candle in the window, lighting safe passage for our people. I believe that.
All right. All right. All right.
Because the greatest lesson in compassion I ever got would come from the actions of one vocal member. His name was Justice. If he is here tonight, I want to thank you. If it were not for what you did, I would not have learned the most important lesson an organizer can learn, and that's to maintain principle even when you are hurt and even when you are angry, because what we leave as legacy to our children is not the choices we make when everything is going smooth, but what we do when they don't. So finally, I believe these words, the people united will never be defeated, because when I first came to know Vocal 9 years ago, it was a tiny organization with little infrastructure and less funding. The person who brought Vocal to my attention was Louis Jones. Is he in the house? He should be. Louis didn't know how to write a proposal. But let me tell you how a grants program should run. It's the way that I was taught by Ethan Nadelman. I brought him into the conference room and we stayed up many hours late into the night and we figured it out. Bye. We got it done. So I could step back and Gabriel and Sean and Jeremy and Hiawatha and Alfredo and Jill and so many others could step up, and it reminded me, as my mentor Showboy Lumumba, may he rest, taught me. We don't measure a movement by the size of its membership, but by the size of its revolutionary heart. Vocals heart has been big enough. It's been big enough to not only increase its membership and resources over the years and have us in our damn penthouse.
I like that.
All right? But it's impacted the life of people who probably don't even know it exists.
Right.
And it's been big enough and strong enough to warm the hearts of people in Albany who I thought their hearts had shrunk Grinch-like into something 3 sizes too small. So it's an honor, in front of my ancestors and in the presence of my daughter, to accept this award from this group in this time and this place. But no, in general, my belief is, Cassandra, which is why I was so uncomfortable. I still think I'm young, too young to get awards. That rest is what you give people, right? Like when people are ready to rest, that's when you're giving them an award. And rest isn't on my agenda. It won't be until we speak in sort of historical terms. Like soldiers coming home from a war won. And we say to our children, we say to our grandchildren, to our great-grandchildren, that we the people stayed united. That's why we were never defeated.
I like that.
And that's why you, our progeny, my child, Nisa, can live in a world today where indeed every life has value.
Wow.